Hello, everybody. This is an odd time. Oops, get here. This is an odd time of the week to be doing a live show. Before we get into why we're doing it, and what we're going to do next. David, how are you doing?
Doing good, man.
Good.
Doing
I'm
good.
glad.
Are you gonna warn everyone that this isn't a normal ufology show?
I think so.
Ufology.
Yeah. So basically, what you're in now is that bit before pay-per-views. We don't actually want you to buy anything, so it's fine. Um, we are going to do usually on a Thursday evening, even though I said Wednesday last week because I'm a hard art retard. Um, we record the show for Rockfin. Obviously, we're going to start doing live Rockfin shows now, like we said we were going to do. So we thought we'd do this, and we're going to talk to all you guys for like 45 minutes, an hour, and then we're going to go over and do the Rockfin show, which is stuff that we can't talk about um, on YouTube because they keep trying to get rid of people. I saw somebody else that was he'd put uh, a video out about like trafficking of things, and his whole YouTube channel got shut down. They seem really angsty about that sort of stuff at the minute.
What kind of stuff was he talking about them trafficking? Is it soap?
Tiny people,
Soap
tiny people.
made out of soap?
I made out of soap.
I don't see what the big deal about that is.
Yeah, so we're essentially Ollie's been doing some homework. We might have changed Ollie. we might have changed him.
I do actually feel bad.
I don't.
I do.
He needed it. I think he needed it.
Ollie's a sensitive soul. So that's what people don't know about Ollie. He's an artist. He really is. He's got that. He's a sweet guy. This is the darkness I don't think is for him. You know, I think it weighs on him. I could see it weighing on him in the last show.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I did. That's when I jumped in. I could see that as well.
You had your own people locked up.
I know they fucking escaped, didn't they?
You got to invest in quality restraints.
I know. Yeah, it's like it's just one of
Amazon
those little bolts.
No,
not one of those bolts that you put on the backside of the door. Is not the way to go with those things.
Full on steel shackles.
Yeah, but like the thing is, as soon as you start getting into this stuff, especially when you start going down like the Podesta road and stuff, hearing those names, you get a totally different feeling.
Yeah, man. That's the thing about like UFOs in this community and like extra whatever, the crazy stuff that we all normally talk about and listen to. When you hear them start, praising the Clintons and Podesta and that they were gonna, all my hackles immediately go up and it's like, all right, I don't like this guy.
Yeah, that's exactly. I lost so much. I wouldn't say respect because I think it's a strange thing when you say that about certain people. I think it should take a lot to respect somebody. I found James Fox interesting at least.
Yeah,
I think until he was on Rogan, singing the party line for the Clintons and Podestas, and you just go, not sure I trust you anymore. What islands have you been to?
Maybe enough
to go to an island. No, he's not important enough for that.
No, I don't even think most of the people are in the club. I think that those particular players are very good at making people feel special and feeling like they're part of something, and then they capitalize on that, right? They build on that.
I don't think people go. I should say some, not all, obviously, because it's when you do get the likes of Big Bill and stuff. I think it's a different ball game. But I don't think a lot of people that would go into those islands and doing those things. I don't think they're in the club. I think the islands are something that's used by the club to gain leverage over people.
Yes. I think those people are still a host of their own problems.
Mm.
I mean, like, they're not good people. But I agree with you in that they're not part of the top of the pyramid, right? They're not at the top. They're not illuminating the world with their knowledge.
Mm.
They're just getting manhandled by the people who are.
Yeah.
That's why anyone with enough influence, enough fame, whatever, you just start bringing them to these places, find out what they want, and then film them doing it, and then you leverage them.
I'm going to put the link to our live Rockfin show, which will be starting in about an hour's time, or just under an hour, about 40 minutes time. I'm going to stick that in the in our chat now. It's also in the description of this video if you want to come across it that way. Don't worry if you miss it this time. I will be posting it again. But yeah, go and open that another window. Just keep it open. Just means when we're done, you can just close this window, go to that window. Bob's your non-binary friend.
There you go. Birthing person's relative.
With the bonus hole, that's been the best thing I've ever heard. Did you hear? Did I send you that?
No.
The
but I can imagine. I can imagine.
Yeah. British nursing has been encouraged to refer to vaginas as bonus holes. And you know what the funny thing is about that? We all have birthdays. We know that's not the bonus hole.
I don't know. I think that depends on who your non-binary significant other person is. Or did I mess up by saying person? I apologize.
You messed up by saying person. Like we don't.
I'm assuming.
Don't assume species.
Yeah, that's on me.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, man. So this is just the teaser build-up. This is the teaser, and Ollie will be joining for the other show, and we can all mock him as he cries after learning the truth of the world.
I have faith in Ollie. I think he is a stronger duck than you can possibly imagine. I think from the ashes of his soul will rise a phoenix.
So you agree his soul has been burned?
Yeah.
And totally destroyed.
But who needs souls? You know, that's like
overrated. Apparently not by the people we're talking about. That's the funny thing. That's the most hilarious thing I find out of this, because so many of the people, and I'm not knocking you if you're, well, I guess I am knocking you if you're an atheist, but so many of them like run to these particular people that we're going to be talking about have stores of atheists and scientists, things like that they march out in front of them as almost a defense for anything that they say or come up with. You know, like the world's going to be flooding in 5 years, and that was 15 years ago. You know, if we take your money, we can make the sun less hot. If just crazy things. When the people themselves, right? The people themselves really do believe, like they have faith. You got to give them that. I mean, game can meet game. I recognize that. They have faith. I don't agree with what they have faith in. But they believe. It's kind of like Tom Cruise, right? Is he crazy? Yeah. Is he a good actor? Absolutely. Like he's entertaining as shit. When it comes to his faith, though, dude believes everything. He is sold out and in, and I respect that. You know, kind of like cultists, dude. I can respect cultists to a certain, especially the ones who are in, like the ones in. Have you seen that in Kenya that have been starving themselves to death?
Yeah.
You know, are they off? Have they been deceived? All these things, sure, all that's true, but you gotta respect the level of faith these people have.
It takes a lot of doing. You know, if you decide to just go nil by mouth. I mean, right. If you think about how difficult it is, like just to have a cold shower sometimes, you know, or have an ice bath, right? Now just try not eating that
until you die.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the cult that followed that all off themselves to follow Hail Bob the Comet.
Oh, it was
that castrated themselves.
Oh, what was it called?
Their
Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Gate.
Yeah, their website's still up, by the way.
Heaven's Gate.
Yep.
We should join.
I don't know that you can. I think you can still buy material though. I'm curious where they're getting shipped out from. But
it's just when they give you like the black pants and the black Nikes and stuff.
That I'm cool with. It's the castration. You want me to self-castrate?
Did they have to self-castrate? I knew they were castrated. I didn't know it was self-castration.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh.
I have a little dedication to your faith.
At that
Or their
part.
faith.
I mean, to be perfectly honest,
you're really testing me here.
what if they were right? What if they all did it at the same time and they all hopped onto the to the back of
their
that
consciousness joined the back of it?
Yeah, and they
all
just
they had to do was cut off their balls.
Living their best life with
They're not. They cut off their balls.
No, but they might have magical balls now.
No, dude, I'm going to stay with mine. Jesus only asked you to walk out on the water with him. That was it. Step out on the water. It's like, okay. It's like, hey, I want you to cut your balls off and then drink this special Kool-Aid. Now we can talk about the Kool-Aid, but I need to revisit that first step. Like we need to have a more in-depth discussion about that.
I don't. It's cults are weird. I'm surprised there isn't more cults now. Just curled my hair the wrong way. I'm surprised there isn't more cults because it feels like we've got this sort of vapid emptiness that a lot of people have with the loss of religion. Then an easy way of communicating with people, an easy way of communicating to a lot of people in one go. I'm surprised we haven't had like a proper cult. I mean, even what will go like slight spoiler for later, slight spoiler, like the old Q thing. I don't think I'm 100% down with that, but doesn't mean some of the satellite things around it are worth talking about. I think you could almost call that a cult, but it was too scattered. Like no, there was no organization. I think a cult needs organization and a real figurehead, like a real fleshy figurehead. You can like go up and like kiss his feet as he pounds away at your wife, which seems to be the way they
while you watch. Yeah,
because that seems to be like a real like staple of the cult, doesn't it?
Why else would you start a cult? What else is the point of a cult?
Do you know what the thing is though? Like I absolutely know. Like I'm fascinated by the Charles Manson case, and when you see videos of him and you read about him when he was younger and stuff, I'd have been part of the family if I lived close. Like I'm a real sucker for cult of personality. I know it. If you have charisma and you're nice to me, I'll go. Yeah, okay, let's go.
You'll never know the struggle I have with fighting against starting a cult. I'm pretty sure I can do it. I can
Hollywood
do
Hills
it well.
Sounds great. Let's go and call him Roman Polanski.
We'll just give him a scare. That's all. I mean,
2
you got to
minutes
think
later,
about it.
I'm cutting the unborn child out of his wife.
Yeah. Things escalated quickly. But like, it's interesting to see some of these people, like Oprah's spiritual guru just got caught touching small people and doing things to them. And then Bill Clinton and Hillary's
Is that John
Brazilian...
of God? John of God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you got
the trafficking as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. And then the Clintons had a different one, I believe, and dude was doing the same thing, shockingly enough. But theirs was more occultish, if I remember correctly. Yeah, man, it's what the hell? These are the same people telling us to use less electricity, eat less. Kanye? Oh, out in the desert? Gotta be honest though, have you heard his choir? They got good music at that cult, bro. Yeah. Like, yeah, they're on point. Like, yeah. I mean, he's nuts. But is he though?
I would have liked to have been there the day that he was just going to start a service and like Justin Bieber and Marilyn Manson rocked up. That must have been a fucking wild day at the church.
It's got to be fun, right?
I'd have thought so. I probably got slightly more time for Justin Bieber than I do Marilyn Manson, just because I find it really difficult to say his name, to be fair. But yeah, he's there's a fucker that's seen some shit. He's
Bieber?
he
Yep.
no, well, Bieber and
I think
Manson.
Bieber's seen way more.
I think Bieber might have been involved on the other side of it.
I'm pretty sure Puffy is in Sean Combs.
Yeah.
Did terrible things to Justin Bieber when he was about 14. His mother gave him custody for a day.
Really?
Yeah. It was a big thing. Like they filmed the beginning of it and him like rubbing Justin Bieber a lot and holding him close, and like it was very strange, telling him what kind of cars he's going to buy him and how he's going to be a success in the industry. You just got to pay your dues, yada yada yada. Yeah, dude, it's out there.
Wild.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, if you go take some of that oxidized adrenaline, it'll clear that skin right up.
Yeah, it doesn't help when you mute your fucking mic all the time.
It's not
Nobody
my.
said he was smart.
It isn't muted.
You were muted. You were muted.
You were muted. We just watched your hand unmute it.
Yeah.
We watched you reach over and unmute it. Can't even drink your water now, can you?
Oh, shit. I've just pissed myself. Well, this is hot.
I believe that. I actually believe
Wow.
that happened. Yeah.
How you doing, Oliver?
I'm a bit wet.
You're just doing.
I have that effect on the
Yeah.
ladies
Oh,
and the men.
Are you auditioning to be one of my gimps? Is that the thing?
well, God, you've broken me. That's what it is.
How you doing?
I'm all right, boys. I'm all right.
Good.
I was listening in the kitchen, and I kind of wanted to say to the audience, the thing that we are going to talk about actually kind of links in with UFOs anyway.
Kinda.
Which
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
There's a lot of probing
Is
going
that-
on.
Is that what you're holding on to? Keep your sanity and reality from
Yeah.
slipping out?
I just want to let we're not going away from the mission. The mission is definitely to get disclosure, no matter what that is.
disclosure.
I mean, it could be fucking demons for all we know.
No, what's happened is,
It's the
Ollie,
kind of disclosure that's going to get you thrown off a fucking roof.
I've just realized it's not appropriate me having a really little small chair.
No, you should definitely have it there.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's
Ollie
a
has
wink to those who know.
Ollie has no children.
Well, not of his own. He's got plenty there.
Yeah, no, what's happened is, Ollie, that I used to joke with you when we used to do the Sunday show before the extra show was added, that I had the what you call it,
Penis.
fucking bravado to say that I'd like to try and save the world once every Sunday evening. What I've done is I've dragged you
Thursday.
I've dragged you in to try and help me save the world on a Thursday evening.
Yes, well, you know. I mean, if it'd be great if we didn't even have a show planned. We've got 36 people in. If we can get all 36 over to Rockfin, which is free. Yeah. And I didn't realize how much of a good platform that actually is. I mean, there is stuff for you UFO loving motherfuckers on there.
Oh, like as far as like content wise, not to turn this into a like Rockfin's a fucking wank fest for us. I think
is exactly what we're doing.
Okay, we are. Rockfin has all of the stuff that YouTube used to have on it. Like it's all of the people, your Isaac Weishaupts, your
be careful what you said about Mummy and Daddy.
Deep who? What?
Mummy and Daddy, YouTube. You know, you and Tube.
I'm pretty sure you can still. I'm pretty sure you can criticize YouTube on YouTube. They haven't got that bad.
Just don't talk about their god.
Yeah.
Or their favorite recreational pastime.
Hail Satan. But like Eddie Bravo's there. I think Alex Jones has got some stuff up on there. But yeah, all of the interesting people are on Rockfin.
I've been watching some interesting UFO stuff on there.
I cannot recommend Occult Symbolism in Pop Culture by Isaac Weishaupt enough. It is one of my favorite podcasts I listen to every week. It's just phenomenal. And if you're a Rockfin subscriber, you get all of his extra stuff. There is nobody better, and it's something I would like to get into a little bit. But there is no one better at picking up like hidden meanings in movies than that guy. He is just the go at it.
I need to watch that one.
We may have someone on the show talking about a cult soon.
Oh yeah,
to talk to her. She is going to come on and chit chat with us. Her mother's in the hospital right now, so she's dealing with that. And as soon as she's done, she'll work out a day.
Oh, hope your mum gets better.
Yeah, me too.
And tomorrow night we've got Graham Hancock's gardener. Doing the Nazi. It's so ironic, and we've been saying for years. One day we'll get Graham Hancock, but we've got his gardener. No, but he's a cool guy. He's a. I had a long chat with him. I think I was driving home. I just thought he sent me his number, so I give him a bell. And
Ollie now has a £600 mobile phone bill.
No, he's from the UK. He's from here.
Oh, is he? Oh, I thought he lived in the US. Does
Hancock
still live in the UK? Does he?
He's got a house in the UK. I know that much.
Yeah,
and he looks after the garden of it. So, but it's literally a complete Nazi UFO show that we're doing, which I've always wanted to do.
Yeah, YouTube's going to love that too.
He's always been a big fan of the Nazis.
What I find fucking hilarious about the whole situation is that Graham Hancock, if there's any man you would think didn't mind doing his own weeding, it would be that guy. That guy.
I'm kind of with you on that.
He fucking loves digging.
Maybe only professionally.
Maybe that's it.
It's not a recreational.
It's a busman's holiday otherwise.
I think Nick will have some. He was telling me some stuff. He'll probably tell us the stories on the show tomorrow as well.
That's really
cool.
Cool.
So. Yeah. I mean,
cool.
I'm super interested to hear about what he's got to say about the Nazi UFO ties. Anyway, so it's going to be a good show. As is this show in roughly half an hour's time.
Ollie, which thing that Lee and I? So we sent you at least 3 things, right?
Mm-hmm.
We sent you Fall of the Cabal, Out of the Shadows.
Twice,
and then I sent you the one of Renaud, the banker.
Watched it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which one haunted you the most?
The first one.
Which one was that?
The Cabal.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, I was thinking it was going to be the banker.
Oh, the banker. The thing is with the banker one, I suppose he didn't want as hard hitting. Because you got the robot voice, because obviously he didn't speak English.
Yeah, he does now. He lives in America now.
Are we just people let us know in the chat? Is the feed breaking up? Because Lee breaks up every now and again for me, and I don't know if it's my connection. When I was watching you in the kitchen, you were fine, so it could be my connection.
So I have a theory that this topic may get interrupted for multiple times, depending on how deeply we get into it.
Oh, like our first interview, that we couldn't seem to get out. Both our connections were solid.
Maybe.
If anybody is just joining right now and didn't see me enter the show with the mask, might think I've been drooling. No, just a bit.
I mean,
I like that you're wearing a red shirt. Goes with the red shoes.
Yeah. Well, that was it. You got
your wife watched all these with you as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one for her was like the?
She just said afterwards, I hate Lee and Dave.
Fair enough.
That's it.
I accept that.
I get it.
Yeah. I would too for her.
She should be saying stuff, every so often, like looking at stuff and like, shut the walls, I scream out the window.
Like that, once you see it everywhere.
That's the
Have
hardest
you seen
part.
Oreos, like fucking Oreos.
Yeah.
We'll obviously we'll be able to get into this a little bit better in half an hour's time on Rockfin. But the shocker for me was there is 2 of those symbols that were on the FBI list that I seen in my local hospital in the pediatric unit for what you call it, physiotherapy, when my son broke his arm, and in the pediatric physiotherapy unit, that was all of the chairs were covered in those symbols, and you go, that's ridiculous. Nowhere else in the hospital. I didn't see anywhere else in the hospital with those chairs.
And to me, it just like no one in the hospital is involved in that. That goes from somewhere else. That's people making furniture. What's this? Oh, this is for the child wing care. Who made that decision? Like, how would you track that down? Because at some level, that was intentional, right?
Yes.
I don't believe in coincidence. I believe that was an intentional decision.
I don't. I think any of that.
But where?
Yeah, but this is the thing. It doesn't. These symbols don't turn up in, say, like incontinence pants for old people. You know, they don't turn up in like on tins of Spam, for instance. You know, it's
products for kids
that involve kids. Yeah. It's just crazy. I can't. I feel like this. It was what we were talking about the other day. We talked about it, Dave. What was it?
I don't know. My stomach's already nauseous thinking about the coming conversation.
It feels like we're missing part of the puzzle.
We're missing a huge part of the puzzle because we don't know. We don't understand.
Yeah.
We haven't been enlightened. I got to be honest. I don't want to be.
No.
I don't want it to make sense. I'll go with what Alex Jones says, to be honest with you. I think you're like, well, Alex Jones is crazy. I think if I knew what Alex Jones knew, I'd be crazy too. Like my friend and I used to have a joke that the devil shows up at Alex Jones's house every night, tells Alex Jones exactly what he's going to do the next day. And Alex Jones, fuck you, devil, not today. He gets out and screams at people the next day. And everyone's like, that guy's crazy. And then it starts happening. And the devil just laughs and says, no one's going to believe you.
Yeah.
No one's going to believe you. It feels that way.
I know there's quite a few UFO channels that have got issues with Sean Ryan. He's had so far 2 of, well, I think he's done all of them.
Yeah.
Of Greer's.
Yeah. He's done 3 of them. Yeah.
Whistleblowers. Yeah.
Sean's a good guy.
Yeah, I think he's a good interviewer. Yeah,
no, I mean he's a good person.
No, I believe that. I believe that. But do you think the guys that he's got on when it comes to Greer's guys, does that give them any more?
I think the fact that Greer had them on shouldn't put you off them as people.
Correct. I think they're a means to his ends.
Yeah. If you're going to have an affair, right? The best thing you can do is a way to get around that is to not tell your friend. So when your friend's arguing for you, he believes he's telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's all Greer is doing is just using those people because they have the right credentials. He can take them and they become part of his grift. I didn't think I would believe it, if I'm perfectly honest. But that interview he did, which was with the guy that was talking about the ship that UFO. Was sorry, that's what we were talking about, Dave, and that's where I felt like we're missing a massive part of that puzzle.
It's the economics behind that doesn't make sense.
I've got a theory about that. We could again. This is something that I think is going to get sketchy on YouTube.
Yeah. So to bait the people, if you watch that, you go to Sean Ryan's show and you watch that interview. He talks about allegedly a UFO taking people, right? Kids, adults, whatever. It's taking people. So the argument is, and this is Greer's argument, that various parts of the U.S. government and the military-industrial complex use this high-level secret technology that when you think about it objectively, is worth trillions of dollars. The amount of development, them building it, them replicating it, testing it, keeping it secret. It's the biggest secret ever, right? And I know people with secrets. Secrets are never really that big like that. But okay, maybe they do. Sure. But then they're using it to move drugs and they're doing it for money. There's not that much money in drugs. There's not. People are like, well, human trafficking. Honestly, there's not that much money in human trafficking. Is it a big multi-billion-dollar growing business? Well, yeah, absolutely. But there are bigger businesses out there, and if you have that kind of competitive advantage, like, you're going to win. You're going to mop the floor with them. What are they doing? Just random people from a jungle? It doesn't make sense. We're going to sell them as, to do horrible things to them in other countries. Okay. Average person trafficked values at like $100,000 is what they're going to make over a year and a half before they expire, right? You're not generating enough flying your secret UFO to get them. That's not happening. The economics don't make sense. Running your own black ops teams doesn't make sense.
But what I will say, because I do think we'll touch more on that in the next show. I did believe him.
Yeah. When that interview was much better, and Sean is someone who can easily sniff out bullshit when it comes to the details of this guy's story. He understands what he's talking about, you know what I mean? And with standard militarized tactics. And I don't. I sure as hell don't. Not with standard unit tactics. I've never done anything like that.
Do you not find it a little bit weird though that that's the same guy that we were talking about having the fucking economic for? Not what was it, the badge thing he had on? The badges. He had the fucking Freemason badge, and he had the.
I don't think that was him, was it? Herrera?
Yeah, it's the same guy.
It wasn't. Yeah, he had the G on his tie.
I don't have a problem with people who are Masons, man.
Yeah.
People make too big. Like,
it was the
I'm
other
a
one
Mason.
that Lee pointed out, and that was the world.
He did have a World Economic Forum pin badge on him.
Yeah, that's the same guy. And also, when he was stood up with Greer, he never mentioned trafficking. He said he thought they looked like massive gun fucking cases. But he said he spoke to somebody after that conference thing that he did with Greer, and they said, I think I know what you saw, and it wasn't used for weapons. It was used for X, Y, Z.
The World Economic Forum throws everything into question, and anyone can be fooled with a lie. Right? Anyone. I mean, and the guy clearly has enough operational knowledge that he tells it right. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Sean's looking for the truth. I think that's what he's doing.
I will, because I know I spotted the World Economic Forum badge as well. I will caveat myself and say maybe it was something that looks similar.
Here's the thing, though, that people aren't asking themselves. Thank you, Lee. Welcome to the show, my lad.
Hey,
I appreciate that. Which is a is it? I know what it is.
Do you know what it is? What do you know what is?
It's a unicorn. God damn loves those unicorns.
I think maybe we should make the unicorns more expensive.
I love a good unicorn. I'd love to ride one.
It's the most dangerous fairy tale creature.
Yeah, if you fuck a unicorn off, you're gonna get harmed.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking die. People don't know that. They're ruthless killers. They are the apex predator of the fairy tale kingdom. So they got a fucking horn in their head. Come on.
Speaking of things on the head, I'm honestly pretty. I mean, it was a quick thumbnail that I put up, but I think the ears work fucking really well.
I think it looks like a fucked up edition of Playboy. Intergalactic.
I would be so
Playboy.
happy. Imagine if this show became so big that became the new slag tag.
That'd be awesome.
We started selling underwear.
It's weird that you went right there.
Ooh.
But I was thinking a shirt, a hat.
Long Island Bigfoot, thank you very much. And welcome to the show again with another one.
It's another unicorn.
Double unicorns.
Double horn.
Fucking pair of killers out there.
Another horn.
One
wandering the wilds. That's awesome.
Both of our assholes.
That's not where they start.
How long before we're live on Rockfin? Have we got 20 minutes? Is it
20 minutes? Yeah, 20 minutes.
What else can we hint that this show's going to be about?
One for all of our assholes. Check that out.
Oh, delicious.
Is it a unicorn?
Dave's not left behind.
It is a unicorn.
check it out, Ollie. Like,
appreciate those corns.
but you know, £2 is probably what we've made from YouTube from that. And the great thing is that's what your soul cost.
Yeah, and Rockfin, you can't. You literally you'll be able to chat on there, but by all of you going over and subscribing, at some point that will start to become a big platform.
We have 209 subscribers, I think, on Rockfin so far, and it's like genuinely, especially you guys that are here for shows like this. You know, if you're just going to rock up at a random show we do like this before we go live somewhere else, obviously, you know, I recognize like most of your names in the chat. I foresee a time where even like the UFO topic is too spicy for YouTube. And I really wholeheartedly believe this, and this is not a blag to try and get you to come over to Rockfin. I think the next US election phase is going to be fucking brutal on content creators on major platforms. No, well, okay, yeah. Well, the period in which an election should be held, we should say,
should have happened.
Yeah. I think it's going to be brutal on independent creators because I think there's going to be so much shit goes on. It's going to be like
I think we need to swing for
unignorable from people. So people are just going to put like one little thing up, and then the next thing is it's if you do anything like this, you're going to be a right-wing conspiracy theorist. And I was really thinking about this the other day. I'm fucking tired of that fucking term, because like when I was at school, conspiracy theories were a left-wing thing.
I'm not rich enough to be right-wing,
but yeah, wait, but I'm not stupid enough to be left-wing. Where am I?
I'm not even on a bird.
No, we're just in between is.
No, I've come to terms with what I am. I know exactly where I am. I'm an anti-authoritarianist. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I just want to be left alone. Yeah, I understand the little bits of everything else that makes it work. I realize why you have to pay tax and stuff like that, because some things need fucking paid for. But I just want government out of my fucking hair.
Nothing needs to be paid for.
I'll drink to that. I'll drink to anything. But
nothing needs to be paid for. So the upcoming show, why should they go to Rockfin? So Ollie, your wife's watched it all. She now hates Lee and I. Probably Lee more than me because, you know, it makes sense.
Just quickly to help welcome the show out, since I was being so generous before. I've dropped the link to the Rockfin show in the chat, my friend. But if you're on an ISO device or an Android device, you can just download the app if you want to do that. If you want to do it that way, I suggest downloading the app because it'll make it easier for the future. B, if you do decide to fucking subscribe to somebody, the great thing about Rockfin is it's like Netflix. So if you rock up to us and go, I'm going to subscribe to these idiots, you get access to everybody else's content as well. So because you subscribe to us, you get Eddie Bravo's content. Because you subscribe to Eddie Bravo's content, you get Paul Joseph Watson's content. You know, it's good.
Mm-hmm. I think Truth Seekers was on about we had to apply. You have to apply and be accepted.
There's only
something like to be a 280 conspiracy nipple to get on there.
Yeah. I think it's something like 200 between 280 and 400 creators are on Rockfin. So I tried to get Musty Audio on Rockfin fucking early doors, and it was very difficult. So I've essentially bitched off Ollie's Z-list fame.
You know what? We need to be doing the Lord's work over there. You know, we'll see how this show does if it doesn't kill Ollie's YouTube just because we spoke about it somewhere else. And there's also a channel here.
Also, just for another backup, all the content that we do on here does go to Rumble. We can't go live on Rumble yet because we need more subscribers.
Mhm.
And I think it's good to if you could go subscribe to Rumble, subscribe to Rockfin, let us know, message us, tell us which platform you prefer, how it works.
Mhm.
From what I agree with you, Dave, the Rockfin does seem easier to use.
It's easier to use. It's better.
Yeah, the app seems to work really well.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's just better curated. And what we get is to let people peek behind the curtain because we're a creator and we're like a Rockfin person. We have like what you're getting is it what a subscriber would get, so you can watch like the premium content from other creators. That's the way it works. If you're a creator on Rockfin, you can see everybody else's. So that's you
It's a
get
good
what
game.
a subscriber would get.
Yeah, and we're in good company if there's only 400 people in there, we're one of them. They should be lucky that they have us.
And you're gonna be there tonight for our very
Yeah.
first. Jesus Christ!
You-
Thank you,
you-
Lee.
Yeah, no. You don't
No,
have
you don't
to.
have to pay anything.
Yeah, you don't have to sign up for it. You can create a free account. The £15, the £15 is only if you want to subscribe to it. Our live stream is free. Like I've set it as a free
Yes,
live stream, so
you're
you
not
don't need
paying
to
it.
subscribe. Yeah, just
None
go.
of anybody.
Follow
that
the link.
goes-
Just use the
Yeah.
fucking link. Use the
Does
link.
when you click on the link, does it offer people to pay? We don't even have bank details set up for it.
We do. It's crypto.
Good.
Our crypto, yeah, we got a
Goes
crypto.
right to my bank details. What are you talking about?
But yeah, you do not have to pay a thing to subscribe to watch Alien Addict on. Do they have to pay to subscribe on Rockfin?
Well, so if you
No.
subscribe, there's subscribe and follow are different things.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
So
Okay.
you want to
Yeah,
follow.
right.
Which was the free one?
Follows free.
So
Yeah,
I've just opened Rockfin up in a separate browser here, which doesn't have the passwords and stuff for Rockfin on it, and it just if you follow the link I put in the chat and in the description, it will just take you to the live stream, which is starting in 15 minutes. This could all go terribly wrong as well if I didn't set it up properly. So yeah, this could all end horribly.
Yeah,
But
I have to run downstairs real quick. You guys chat about the oxidized adrenaline.
Yeah.
So how have you been?
I'm good, my lad. I had time to make the intro. I made tomorrow's intro.
You told me that the intro to the Rockfin show is so spicy.
No, I didn't. I just said I did. I meant don't show it. You already fucking watched it.
No.
It's not too spicy. No.
I was trying to like.
It's fucking spicy as shit.
Just shut up, Ollie. Hang on a second. In fact, just for a split second. Right. This is what I'm fucking working with here, guys. This is why I need you. I need you all. Dave's a fucking serial killer. Ollie's a fucking moron. Like, I need you because I can't live like a mediocre life forever. I'm destined for bigger things, and I need you to help me because they're clearly not.
All I was saying is I made the intro for tomorrow. Then Nick, who's coming on, made an intro, and then Stu made an intro for tomorrow. So we're going with Stu's because Stu made a really good intro for tomorrow. Tomorrow's show, people, on YouTube. That's the one. It's going to be a beast. Also, we did a Rockfin last week as well, which is a UFO.
We did. There's
a UFO-y one.
There is 3, I think, Rockfin exclusive shows on there right now that there isn't anywhere else. All the content from here is up there as well. Oh, not all the content, but all the content from when we started
signing up.
like a couple of select classics went up there as well.
Classics.
I might be doing another interview as well with Courtney from over here, which obviously can't go on YouTube. So I might pop that up because he's interested in coming out and having a little chat with me, because some dead interested on the whole Roans thing over here. The some dead interesting stuff's happened. Like there was a nursing home over here that, let's just say, some pretty wild stuff happened in, and the manager of that nursing home had a 3-year gag order put on her, so she couldn't talk about it. And she's just released a video. I've been in contact with her, having a little chat with her, like in DMs, because there was a couple of things I wanted to straighten out, and it's pretty wild. Like there's some pretty crazy stuff there.
Back when Modern Militia was a thing, before we got killed everywhere, we had a nurse on that was talking about that. That issue, that episode had a lot of issues going up places, and it was like during the whole, just after things were ending and still on in a lot of places. And she was talking about how she got her medical license pulled and getting sued, and she'd been arrested, and you're just like, what? And it's all true. It was all able. She was able to back up every bit of it, and you're just like, this is insane. Yeah.
Ollie looks scared.
He should be.
I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't have to witness what just happened there, Dave.
He pull it out again. God,
no, I was just I was trying to do my job. I was trying to build interest. You're what the whole idea of what we're here for is to build interest for the next show we're going to do in 10 minutes time. So I was trying to do that, and he just completely fucking threw ice cold water over it. Like he's like a fucking hype vacuum.
Oh, he doesn't want to talk about it. I think that's it. I don't think he wants to do this.
No. I think he's just stupid.
Oh, that's yes, he is. Absolutely. You've met him. Dude, we were like various times during the trip, we'd be out doing things, and it's just Ollie would say something. You're just like, what the fuck? Really? I just explained this.
Yes, that was the name of the show. I believe the live stream is called "Trust the Plan: An Idiot's Guide to the Cabal."
But don't trust the plan. I don't believe in trusting the plan, but I think there's interesting information involved there that is 100% on topic.
Yeah,
I was more really want to. What's that?
I was more enamored with the idea of calling it "An Idiot's Guide to the Cabal."
Yeah, I like that.
Speaking of Switch,
there he is. I wonder. You got your red shoes on?
Oh, he literally muted his mic then.
I've got some red wine.
He just muted his mic to talk.
The people who watch this show are never going to know the shit we have to deal with all.
Dave, I literally just minimized you both so I could have a chat with the audience about this. Look at what it's done to my hair. Look what he's done to my hair.
I know my hair's still looking pretty good. Ollie.
So we've got literally 15? Are we going 10 minutes? 9 minutes for Rob
before we switch over, and we realize if Lee could actually do anything right.
I mean, I imagine it's going to work the same as it's still stream, so I can't see why.
It depends whether I put the right stream keys in.
So to continue to build hype and interest for the upcoming show and the crazy shit we're going to start talking about, Ollie, what parts of those did your wife like? What did she find most?
She didn't like any of it. She didn't like any of it. I mean, everything she found extremely interesting. Everything.
Um,
So nobody got aroused.
No.
Huh.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, the show is ready. I can see the show on.
It's
there.
That's fine. That doesn't mean it's going to work.
Nope.
It says live at 8 minutes. So
Yeah,
I think
that's
4 minutes. We're gonna have to drop out of this one.
that still involves me doing, because it's not just like setting a normal thing up. That still involves me doing the
You're gonna have to
right thing
resend the
this
links, right?
end.
Like we have to fully drop out.
Yeah, we'll have to fully drop out. I'll send you the link to the next show, and then we can go.
What part did you find compelling about it, Ollie?
I will tell you on Rockfin.
No, you got to tell us now. They were building interest, so people want to know. Just sanitize it.
So
wipe the blood off.
The stuff that I thought was bullshit, I realized is actually not bullshit. So some of the conspiracies that people really don't want you to believe in, I realized that if you go actually look for yourself, there's proof there.
Yeah.
That this stuff has gone off.
This stuff goes on.
So Stu's watched it as well. And Stu, I think Stu's dead on. There's a couple of iffy things with these sort of conspiracies that you think there's not enough there for you to say that, but then what is there if it's a fucking cake? It's only missing a slice.
Yeah.
The problem is too many people focus on the missing slice and not the rest of the cake.
Yes.
Because they can't come to terms with the rest of the cake.
I fucking told you I'm a fucking genius.
Well, this is
no, you are not a genius. Oh, you're a good guy. You're a lot of things, but genius, nobody says that.
I think sometimes people, because like on the Chrome side of it, I want to bring that up tonight, obviously. But I think sometimes people spend too much time. Like if you find a mauled body in your house, at that point it doesn't matter whether it's a tiger, but it doesn't matter whether it's a tiger or a lion. There's still something fucking amiss. But because you're pointing at the dead body, going like something just got mauled by a large fucking carnivore, and there's someone in the corner of your room going, yeah, but what was it? And you go, it doesn't fucking matter at this point because it's still fucking here. But there's too many of those people that are that because you don't have all of the answers to give you, they don't care that there's a fucking tiger behind them.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that tweet I sent you guys. The one of the Spanish model who freaked out at the big dinner with royal people and billionaires and stuff out there screaming in the parking lot. What normal person would say, wow, she's probably cracked from reality. She needs some help. A couple of days later, she's found suicided, and people are like, oh, well, that makes sense, does it? Look at what she was saying. Look at the party she got invited to and the people she was there with. You didn't just walk into that. You know what I mean? Something that's $75,000 a plate. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, you already have to be a part of that.
I think she got invited. I think she was somebody's date who got invited. She didn't realize. I don't know.
We should probably think about. We've got what?
We got 4 minutes. We're okay for a minute. We're okay.
Okay. So guys, have you got the link to drop into the chat again?
Yep.
So just to make everybody aware, it is free of charge. If it comes at 15, don't worry. That's just asking if you want to be a.
That's a subscriber thing. You know, you don't have to. It's just think of it like YouTube. You can subscribe to YouTube. Some people pay for YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
Those people are fucking morons. But you don't have to do it.
I do.
Why?
I get it free with my network, so it's okay.
All right, so you don't pay for it.
I kind of do because I pay a bit more on the network, so it's.
So you. Do you pay, it's roughly?
No, don't go down the rabbit hole. Don't do that.
No,
let's just go to the next thing.
Roughly, Oliver, just roughly. Would you say that you pay the same amount on your network as it costs for YouTube Premium?
Probably, yeah.
Why you have to do that to him? You could have just let him be. I'm sorry, Oliver. Well, he just wants to be a dick before we go to the next show.
He does. I'm absolutely used to it. Yeah. I said this to Nick that's coming on tomorrow that we're doing the Nazi show. I says, you'll notice the boys are all dicks, and he says, yeah, I've seen you guys before.
I'm unashamedly so.
So
I think it's my best quality.
It is.
Hey, I am polite. If I don't have anything nice to say, I usually just don't say anything at all, unless I'm provoked.
And also, people, tonight, if you are watching live, make sure you're chatting away, so we can see that it works. But hit that thumbs up, even if you think the show is shit.
Yep. Let me know.
Oh, and it's got a thumbs down that works.
Shut up, Ollie.
Oh shit!
Why do you got to say shit like that, man?
Just like
we should. You know what it is? You know what? It's your fault, Lee. You drugged the show out. We could have ended and already been going to the next thing. He would have never said that.
I'm sorry. Right, we are going live on Rockfin in 2 minutes. I will pop the link in the live chat once again. We will be
and it's
there.
In the description.
There is 39 of you watching according to our view count. If there isn't 39 in the live chat in the Rockfin, I will find you and I will beat you.
I thought you were going to do Liam Neeson then.
I was going to, but I've never seen it, so I didn't know.
What's wrong with you?
It's got Liam Neeson in it, and Liam Neeson's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but he's a good actor.
But he's the most
because he's an idiot.
He's the most unbelievable action hero ever.
Actually, he's great at that because dudes who do that kind of job genuinely do look like him.
You're probably right.
Anyway, 100% right.
I'm
the show that we're about to do, and he's not seen Taken. What a prat! Come on,
I know, man. Right? God Almighty.
Right, I'm going to take yous all over to Rockfin right now. There's the link again. Right, there's now 40 of yous there. Heather just jumped into the chat, so to keep you up to speed because you're new in the chat here, I believe. We're going over to Rockfin. Follow the link. We'll be there in a second. Obviously, the show is going to be slightly late.
Links in the description as well.
We've got like 40 seconds to start it.
Let's do this.
Oliver, and it's free. Nipples, go.
Oliver,
send me the link.
Right. Bye.